She's hosed, bro. You're hosed. Peps. Pain. I don't know why, but it takes forever for it to actually like. Good to go. We're going. It's just. It's finally noticing that we're alive. I'm going to start and then I'll go back to this. Ready? Or are you going to do that? Oh, okay, good. There we go. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, God damn it.
You alright?
No, just a second. I have to do this every fucking time for Audacity. Every fucking time.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse. Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
No.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, everyone. That was weird.
Like, so am I safe to talk now then? Or?
Yes. Everything is a go.
Okay. Jesse's been really like, oh, what the heck? And then I'm like, what, man? And silence.
That's because I'm.
And then he'll just do this, random Jesse laugh.
Because I'm focused in on the task at hand.
Yeah, he's Jesse might be a slightly mad genius. Say Jesse. yeah, gotcha. I'm going. What you drinking, buddy?
I'm drinking Harpoon Dunkin' Coffee Porter. I don't know if I've had this on here yet. I have.
Have you? Yeah, I think you have. Emily,
I have.
You had that one, or is that just been Jesse?
Just me.
Emily's here. She said no. It's just been Jesse.
I found it at my new local Hy-Vee store. Where there's a helpful smile on every aisle.
I like your new liquor, your new Hy-Vee liquor store.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What are you drinking?
Me? Oh, me? I'm drinking Kirkland Canadian whiskey. A coworker told me about it. I bought it yesterday. I brought it. Hold on. All right. If you can see on the Twitch feed. Nice. Good God. I brought this giant fucking thing in with me. This thing was only 22 bones, and it's pretty tasty.
That's a lot of juice for so little bones.
Yeah.
How many milliliters is that, or is it a liter?
Good. It's 1.75 liters.
1.75 liters.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of liters.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've been drinking it for the past few hours.
Did you just get it tonight?
No. Good Lord, though, if I had, that would be bad. I got it last night.
It's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Still pretty bad.
Yeah. I polished off some Old Forester last night, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Straw.
This is... When was... Does that say when it was established?
Kirkland?
Gumbles. Oh. It just occurred to me, when were you born? What year? What year were you born?
Born in 88, dog.
So you are 2 years younger than this. And I am 5 years older than this.
Then when that beer was founded?
Yeah.
That beer.
When this brewery was founded. I am 5 years older than this brewery. Cool, man. That's not cool. It's not cool to be older than something that's printed on a label.
But
hate it. Hey, ding dong.
Stilling.
What's up?
Stilling a G, J.
Yep.
Stilling a J.
Stillinga J.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever gone over that before.
I'm sure we have.
I don't know. It's Jeff.
Hey.
Hey, here's a fun fact, Jeff. Nick is Jeffed.
Hey, you know what? We're not talking about enough. I am 8-1 in our Pro Football Juice Fantasy League.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it now?
Nope, that's it. Mike is the only one who has beaten me.
And me.
It probably just means he's better in bed than me. I mean, I get it.
Yep, and me. So,
Difference.
So get this. Oh, speaking of odiferous. Son of a bitch, McManus, Shankopotamus back there.
I see, Brandon, you weren't so pompous to enter in the room this week.
I figured he wouldn't even show.
I know.
To be honest.
I'm surprised he did show you.
Show his stupid
hack.
effing face.
Yeah, you lost the game for Denver. You did.
That's 2 field goals.
Ultimately, it's John Elway's fault, but you lost it for them this week.
I'm pretty disappointed in you, Brandon.
Uh-huh.
You've let us all down.
But hey, man, why don't you get in on some of this Kirkland Canadian whiskey?
It looks like Jeff partakes in the Kirkland.
Yeah, I do. Kirkland booze.
Hey,
have you ever seen Workaholics?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the episode where they were trying to get, I don't remember her name, but go to the Kirkland and they're talking about the Kirkland jeans? Like, you got to give me some of those Kirkland jeans. Kirkland jeans.
I don't know if I quite remember that one.
It's a good one.
I remember in their final season, or maybe it was the second to final season. There was one where they were all on mushrooms, and there was a scene where they turned the corner and all of a sudden the hallway turned sideways, so they had to climb up the hallway, and there was like trippy stuff going on all over them. But then they snapped into real life, and they were just like going, oh, just like clinging to the walls while people were like walking past them, like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I think I've seen that episode on TV like 3 different times.
Oh, that was one of the best scenes I think in that whole series.
I will forever love the Daniel Stern episode of Workaholics.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Whip him out. What's he say?
It's like when he pulls out his dick, but like, yeah, it's not even that big, isn't it? We're a man. Pull out your dicks. Excuse me. Pull out your dicks. Oh goodness.
Good times. Oh, just a second.
Oh yeah, we did.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
Now, Brandon, you can get all on up out of here.
Yeah, get the failure out of his house, man.
So, who's your Brandon McManus?
Desmond King.
Did you see I tweeted something about that?
Uh-huh.
How they were Desmond King was the AFC defensive player. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What was his stats? Do you remember?
No, I was
He had a pick
afraid
six.
you were going to fucking ask me that. He did.
It was on that
It was
tweet.
Russell Wilson.
It was on that tweet, right? We tweeted it out. Check out the stats
Yeah, look at
yourself.
it. Don't make me look it up. Oh, gosh.
My Brandon Hour is Daniil Hunter.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah, Daniil Odiferous Hunter. 3.5 sacks and a return fumble touchdown. Special special shout out actually goes out to the Vikings defense. They had a franchise record 10 sacks.
Yeah.
They made Matt Stafford look like a bitch.
Oh.
It was fantastic to watch. And it refreshing as well, since the Vikings D has been somewhat disappointing this season.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're
So
turning
is
it
the
around.
Jags, so is the Rams.
Oh, the Jags. Rams.
The Rams defense hasn't really
Yeah.
been hasn't been a shutdown defense.
Did we talk about... Yeah, we talked about Fowler last week.
Yeah.
Fowler didn't do shit during
Nope.
that game. And they lost.
Yep.
They lost
He actually
that
got
game.
destroyed by Mark Ingram.
Well, Mark
on a
Ingram's a
block.
beast, though. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why was not Mark Ingram?
Like blocking for Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
Yes, I was right. I was thinking right, and then I screwed myself up.
I often screw myself up all the time. Damn it. I meant to say that without saying up. I meant to say I
have to
screw myself all
yeah.
the time.
Oh, I do too, like constantly. Get it where you can get it. Smoke them if you got them.
What the fuck was that?
Throwing a little variety in there.
Uh-huh. Congratulations on your Vikings win.
Thanks, man. Congratulations on one step closer to getting Jason Garrett fired.
Nope, won't happen. I would at least like Scott Linehan to be fired.
Yeah, Jason Garrett's really I feel like covering for Scott Linehan, which means that they're almost tied together.
Except like they my
There's
coworker
effectiveness when you don't do it on my side.
Yeah. My coworker brought up a good point
Nope.
today where he's like he was just like, we both would love it if the Cowboys just didn't win anymore this season, because it's kind of just like fire everybody, burn it down. But it doesn't mean we get a better draft pick because we traded that away for Amari Cooper.
Yes.
Because they thought getting Amari Cooper would revitalize the entire season and
Right.
give us a shot. And
I
we
think
still lost.
I almost feel like, well, I mean, and
To
that's
the
part of the
Titans.
that's part of the GM's problem too, though. I mean, that GM's not gonna get fired because the GM's Jerry
The
Jr.
owner, yeah, no, it's Jerry Jones.
Oh, who the hell? What is Jerry Jr.?
Steven Jones.
Like, yeah, or whatever, like player
he's
personnel
like
or
the
something.
vice president of player personnel or something.
So yeah, so once again, nothing's gonna change.
No,
That's what I mean, though. It's like he's the one who gave away the pick.
he should fire Garrett and Linehan and hire Tony Romo.
You know, I read an interesting article today. Actually, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of the Cowboys.
Lay it on me, dog.
The Cowboys are doomed, and it's the coach's fault.
Yes.
Like there was that tweet that Jumpstep sent out earlier. That was not Brian Baldinger breaking down a running play that they had for Zeke that Dak checked down to, but the way that they had that play run is that they don't block a defensive end that just comes in and smokes the running back every time. And he says like people in high schools don't even like run that play because there's no protection. Like a guy runs free and he runs and he smacks the running back and that's it.
Yeah, I feel bad because I do think Dak could be a good quarterback, but I think that coaching staff is destroying them. Also, Zeke doesn't seem like he's playing with any like fire.
Panache.
What was that?
Panache.
Guys, if you're not watching us on Twitch, you're really missing out on some fun like facial expressions. That's great. That's great. Because every once in a while, Jesse also might pull out a dash batch, and I got to see it earlier today and lost it. It's great. And Emily's just sitting here reading a book because she's a fucking square.
Nerd.
I'm sorry, that's
Probably mean. Don't know for sure, but it was probably mean.
squeeze. Tweak, tweak, tweak.
So
Blah, blah, blah.
they they drafted all those offensive linemen, right? And they had the best offensive line in the league.
Dallas,
And that's when
Yeah.
they had Bill Callahan as their offensive line
Yeah.
coach. They kick his ass out, and
Rob
they've been through
Callahan.
like 2 or 3.
That was Rob Callahan.
Pretty sure it's Bill, according to this article I,
think
read
you're right.
anyway.
You're right. Sorry.
Anyway, they've been through like 2 or 3 since
Yeah,
then,
you know where
and their
that
offensive line has
fucker
been garbage.
You know where he went?
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also heard that, and their line is pretty stout.
Yeah.
Weird.
He's solid.
So yeah, they fire the wrong coaches, I guess. But yeah, it was kind of an interesting.
He willingly left Dallas.
Yeah. Well, no, and he was pissed. He left because he was pissed because they blocked him from interviewing for offensive lineman or offensive coordinator jobs. So he just said "fuck you" and left.
Dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Dicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just root for other teams. I'm a fantasy fan this year, I think.
There you go. 8-1 in the Pro Football Juice League. You got it going on. So let's talk about that for a little bit because there's been actually quite a few trades going on, and we should evaluate
The
them.
Pro Football Juice League?
Yeah, because we haven't ever done that. I don't think this
there
year.
have been a lot of trades going on.
Yeah, I have the last 4. So the one I went through just today was but Donka Gronk received Greg Olson and John Brown from Jeremy, not Jelmstep, for Mike Evans. So my brother got Mike Evans and Donka Gronk got Greg Olson and John Brown. Who do you think? What do you think about that?
I think your brother won that trade.
It's kind of
Unless you don't have a tight end, I guess.
right. I mean, if you're
Tight ends are so sparse
and
this season.
John Brown was doing great earlier in the season. He's kind of fallen off.
Mhm.
Mike Evans is any
He's
Tampa
not
Bay
as good
wide
with-
receiver is.
He's not as good with Fitzpatrick, I think, as he is with Jameis.
I think that's funny because I think that like Deshaun Jackson is better with Fitzpatrick than he is with Jameis.
I think like Chris Godwin, Fitzpatrick, and Humphreys are all better with Fitzpatrick, but like Evans is better with Winston.
yeah.
Dude, Tampa's a freaking mess, and I'm really kind of curious because obviously Winston is done in Tampa.
Yeah, I would think
I
so.
imagine.
I mean, like what? Isn't this his last year? Like they'd have to reset him
they
to his
picked up
fifth.
his option.
They did pick up his option. So I wonder if they trade him or what they can do with him.
They could probably trade him. Hey, Dirk Cutter's got to be getting fired.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's looking good for him, but
Oh, when do we get to talk about which coaches are going to get fired?
I would probably.
Who do you think is going to be the next coach fired? Because
You mean do you think
we're in,
there'll be
coach
another
firing
one in season?
Yeah.
It's not going to be. If anything happens with Garrett, it'll be after the season.
I feel like I would agree with you, but a part of me feels like Jerry might just get pressured from the fans.
If they
and just
get
do
like
it.
mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, I could see him just being like, "All right, see ya, cut him then."
Except here, you fire him, then you have Scott Linehan who's coaching. He's the one who's calling right now.
I would
anyway.
think that you would cut them both if you're going to cut them.
The Browns thought that would help them.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I feel like if they're going to cut them, they're going to cut both of them, and then what they would end up doing is just bringing someone in, maybe, and starting over with some games left.
But they have their running backs coach.
Yeah, or anything.
Man,
Well,
what a lost season.
who's the coach of the Bills? McDermott?
Uh-huh.
Is it still McDermott?
If he hasn't been fired now, though,
Yeah.
by now, Nathan Peterman threw 3 more interceptions.
Did you see that Bruce Arians said that he would come back
Yeah.
for the Browns?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. John Gruden's obviously not going to get fired because they have some plan. Probably.
Jim Harbaugh or John?
John.
He's on the hot seat apparently.
He's been there for a while. Sometimes you just need like another change. If he got fired, he would just go to like the Browns or some other team whose coach got fired. I don't imagine he would be out at all.
Mm-hmm. I'd be fine with him coaching Dallas.
There you go. There's your next Dallas coach.
Wants you to pat his butt.
Bill.
Well, your T-Wolves are playing right now, playing the Lakers, right?
Yeah, they're playing LeBron.
Yeah.
They're playing LeBron, which is French for the Bron.
What else? What else we got?
I got lots. So I traded. Okay, so on Tuesday, I traded Le'Veon Bell and Alshon Jeffrey to my brother for Matt Ryan in the Jags defense because I didn't have a backup quarterback and I didn't have a backup defense and I didn't want to drop either because I had Watson in Minnesota.
Turn out okay because we have it. See, Le'Veon Bell tweeted out goodbye Miami today, but then now
that was on Tuesday. And that's what then I said that to my brother, and I was
really
like,
only on Tuesday.
And I told my brother on Tuesday, I'm like, he's like, what's the latest on Le'Veon? I'm like, the latest is he said goodbye Miami, and we don't know yet, but you know they think he's going to go to Pittsburgh.
Now it's back to
now it's like he might not play anymore. Yeah. So Jeremy, I'm sorry. I might have accidentally fleeced you a little bit on that one. It wasn't intentional, but I may have gotten Matt Ryan in the Jags defense for Alshon Jeffrey.
Jags defense isn't very good though.
No, it's not great, but Matt Ryan for Alshon Jeffrey, that might be
all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, Jumpstep traded Emmanuel Sanders to my brother again for Aaron Jones and Jordy Nelson. So Jumpstep got Jones and Jordy, and my brother got Emmanuel Sanders.
Good for Jumpstep.
I mean, I get what my brother was going for there because Emmanuel Sanders is now by himself with no Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, but Case Keenum is not.
And Sutton is there, and I think they have another. I can't remember who the other one is.
Man, we were singing a completely different tune about Case Keenum a year later.
I think a lot of it had to do with Pat Shurmur being the offensive coordinator. So, and I think Pat Shurmur and John DeFilippo actually are a little bit similar because they both have the mentality to like find out what your players do the best and like mold your offense to that. Because when he first came in, like that's what Shurmur was doing, and when he came in, he was saying the same stuff as Shurmur. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess it won't be amazingly different, but yeah, but I don't know what they're doing. Well, I mean, first of all, Denver's a dumpster fire. In general,
Demaryius called out John Elway.
He did.
I'm so glad because John Elway should be fired.
Well, first of all, he said that.
God, what do you think fans would do if they fired John Elway?
Well, I don't know. Well, their team sucks, so something's got to change, right? Like fans love John Elway, and I don't think that'll ever change. But at some point, you have to point the blame at somebody. Like according to what Demaryius Thomas had said, he talked to Vance Joseph and other coaches on the team, and they told him that the trade news wasn't going to happen. It was all fake. And his agent came out and said that Elway said he wanted a 5th-round pick for him. So he's like, who do I believe? Like my agent's telling me that John Elway wants a 5th-round pick, but all the coaches say that it's fake. Then he gets traded. Yes, Bill.
Your attention.
Bill, I get it. But like, and then Demaryius Thomas was like, you guys are assholes. You don't know what you're doing over there. Which seems to be the case. Mm-hmm. And then Vance Joseph today said, oh, I'm just disappointed that he would say something like that. I'm like, yeah, of course it's going to say something like that. You treated him like garbage in that trade. And then there was all these things where they tried to cover their ass saying that like Demaryius Thomas was not, good in the locker room and, this and that. They kind of started to throw him under the bus, and he was pissed off about it because he's not that way, apparently. I don't know. Hell. We should ask Jeff, even though he's a Vikings fan, he lives in Denver, Colorado. What's the vibe, brah?
Is anybody else on Twitch? Finished beer number 2, huh?
Yup.
Number 1 was a Coors.
Coors. It's a beer. That should be a slogan.
Yeah.
It's beer.
The question mark.
It's beer?
Is it here? It's fun to pester you, Emily.
It's like got lots of words in that book.
Hey, Jesse, what are you drinking?
I had Polliner Oktoberfest Mars. I still have some, so I'm drinking another one. It's not even October anymore.
It's not.
It's Nove. And the last trade I had was oh, by the way, in that trade, basically you traded Aaron Jones for Emmanuel Sanders, and Aaron Jones is starting to blow up. So unless Emmanuel Sanders starts randomly getting every catch, then I think jumps up 1. Oh, Paxton traded Cam Newton to Jumpstep for Russell Wilson and Kerryon Johnson. Hey, Lightning Rush.
What up?
What's happening, bro diggity?
We're talking about fantasy trades that are in our league. What's up with you, diggity dog?
Yeah, dog.
Anyway, what was that last one?
Mike traded Cam Newton for Russell Wilson and Kerryon Johnson.
Damn.
To Jumpstep.
Jumpstep screwed the pooch on that one.
Think so?
That was a good trade for Mike.
Yeah, Cam blew up the next week, but Kerryon Johnson's been pretty consistent last few weeks, and Russell Wilson's always pretty good.
We haven't talked about Dez.
No, we haven't.
Lightning Rush asked about our opinion on Dez. I had completely forgot.
We should start calling him Fez Bryant.
Fez Bryant.
That's fun.
I, as a Cowboys fan, am pissed and jealous because he didn't have to do anything, and he signed with a team that could very well go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Dallas isn't even going to make the playoffs.
That is pretty, like, I mean, good for him. If you can pull that kind of move off, and then more power to you. It's just like,
but then also,
I don't even know if he'll even play. Really, I mean,
Dallas was the team that they're the ones who cut him. So
yeah, I mean, and you wanted it.
Yeah, I did. I also want the Cowboys to tank and tank hard. I want Jason Garrett to never work again. Him to go starving, his redheaded clapping fucking ass on the streets.
Well,
and Scott Linehan is trying to suck dick for money on the alley. Oh God, sorry guys, this is getting erotic.
Well, thank you for your insight, Nick. He's done it. He's done it once again, folks. Good times. I'm going to talk about the Vikings because I want to. Dalvin Cook now has the fastest speed for a ball carrier, because last week we talked about how Devin McCourty had his interception return was 22.05 miles per hour. Apparently, Dalvin Cook's 70-yard run was 22.07 miles per hour.
Did he strain a hamstring?
He did not. And he actually got tackled by the foot at the end, so his leg would have stretched out real bad at the end, and didn't get injured.
Wow.
I was away from the Vikings game for 2 plays, and it was that 70-yarder and then the Thielen score right after. That's the only 2 plays I missed. So, there's that. I was a little bit peeved. But I was doing something good, though, with my time. I went to Casey's and got a pizza.
Oh, what kind of pizza?
Just Canadian bacon. But they have gluten-free crust now. So Casey's is our new pizza place of choice.
Hey, I got Leonard Fournette in a trade with my brother.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work out okay.
Yes, because Fournette is back in practice.
Yeah, full practice today, dude.
Yeah. So and Carlos Hyde didn't do shit with them. He had like 2.8 fantasy points or something.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed. And now that if Fournette comes back and he's full on, then Carlos Hyde is just like backup
split
now.
Carries, and plus they still got to sprinkle.
I would assume they wouldn't sprinkle in Yeldon whatsoever. Maybe in the pass.
He's been doing all right for them in the passing game.
Yeah, but if they have Fournette, and there had to be a reason why they got Carlos Hyde, right?
Yeah.
And Carlos Hyde, I think, is better than Yeldon. I mean, yeah, you're right. They probably sprinkle him in doing little things here and there. So Bruce Irvin got cut by the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then he was immediately signed by the Falcons for he's going to get $1.5 million for 8 games, and Oakland still needs to pay him $3.8 million. So they still owe him. So all in all, this season with what Oakland's already paid him, he's going to make $9.5 million this year.
Good for Bruce Irvin,
which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And he's not on the Raiders anymore, so big ups to him.
Yeah. But I mean, he's on the Falcons, which I feel like they should be better than they are.
They should definitely be better than what they are. I mean, they could be better next year, and he's on a good team. I don't know where. Darren Sproles is returning this week, just in time to face the Cowboys. That's good.
Beat the Cowboys.
That's good. Hey, you know the Vikings beat the Eagles, so
Shut up,
you guys
Jesse.
can beat the Eagles too.
No. Not on the road.
I don't even remember if the Vikings played them in Minnesota or if it was in Philadelphia. I don't recall anybody eating shit after the game, so it must have been in Minnesota.
Well, the reason the Cowboys just don't win on the road this season.
Oh.
They also apparently now can't win at home. Oh God, I don't want to talk about the Cowboys.
Oh, we talked about Le'Veon Bell a little bit. He said he might come back and still sit out, but there's a little bit more to it. Basically, what he found out was that he has enough years or time put in Pittsburgh that he can still be a free agent after the season. Like, so we were talking, I think last week, about how if he didn't report by like this week or next week or whatever, then he can't. This doesn't count as a season, which is still true, but apparently in the collective bargaining agreement, he has so many years in that doesn't matter. This year doesn't count as a year, but he can still be a free agent after this year.
And they can. Well, I guess they can. I thought I saw today though that they can tag him, but
Yes.
they wouldn't because it'd be $25 million.
Yes, they can tag him again, but it would be $25+ million. What? What happened? What happened? No, we
What
already
did
did. Jeez,
Emily.
Welcome to
Why
the
don't
podcast.
you get back to your book, you bookworm, you nerd, you fair-skinned beauty.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh.
It came around.
Oh God,
I knew it'd get back to it.
Emily. I got
Do
nothing.
you want to get McDonald's later?
Do you? I mean, double sounds real good.
You could stop at Hy-Vee after this and get Christmas tree cakes.
Oh, except no, you mentioned Casey's Pizza, and that's what I want now, but they're not going to
They
be
won't.
selling
Well, yeah, they will. They sell until like 11. I think they close at 11.
this one up here.
This one right down the street from us.
I've checked leaving here before.
What time did you leave? Because whenever Mike and I rode our bikes back from volleyball, if we get there before 11, I believe it's good. Mike, if you're out there and you're listening live, let us know if it's 10 or 11. Sometimes I get drunk. He could still be franchise tagged again, but it would be $25+ million. They ain't gonna do that. Also, they still could use the transition tag, which would be $9 to $10 million. But under the transition tag, he could still test free agency, but Pittsburgh can match any offer. But then Le'Veon Bell, he would just choose where he wanted to go at that point. First of all, I get what he's trying to do, like for the players, there needs to be guaranteed money or whatever. So he says, but they don't need him anymore.
Yeah, like it kind of
it
backfired.
It did kind of backfire because, I mean,
It would have been great if James Conner had not done anything. and
yeah,
he
but James
just-
Conner's breaking records
Yeah.
and like doing things that
He's gonna
Le'Veon
get,
Bell
like,
has never done.
2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, granted, Le'Veon Bell is still like, you know, he comes back, he's probably going to be one of the best running backs immediately. But at that point, he's a luxury, you know, and if you have to pay him so much money, you might as well not and get somebody else, like build around your team other ways and just let him go. I don't know. To me, it still seems dumb that they didn't trade him right away.
Yeah. Or trade him when they had the chance.
Exactly.
Dude, the Jets are going to make a big push for him and Dante Fowler in free agent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because obviously Dante Fowler is just a rental at this point. Yeah. You know, I get what they're doing, and they're going all out, which I commend them for doing. But at the same time, it was so sweet to see him lose. But at the same time, it was the Saints that beat him, so I was like, it was very bittersweet for me. Because we've almost beaten both of those teams. And I
feel like that was like an NFC championship matchup.
Unless they play each other, and then the Vikings go. I don't know. There was like a NFC, or there was like a Super Bowl like prediction thing on Twitter today, and it had like the Vikings and the Packers playing first round, and the Packers beating them, and then going on to get beat by the Saints. And I'm like, F you prediction.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. The Packers just aren't good.
Yeah, bro. Oh, and all the GOAT talk has been splangled.
Yeah, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah, it is Tom Brady. Mike got actually pretty heated about that one. Like in our text stuff, and I sent that stat thing, and
so did Hines.
Oh, really? What did he think? What
on Facebook? He thinks it's Rodgers.
Oh, first of all, Rodgers has a chip on his shoulder because he got passed and he only went to like 24th in the first round of the draft. Tom Brady was a sixth round pick. He was a sixth round pick.
Yeah, and
he is what he is today. I mean,
dude, yeah, you look at his numbers, the Super Bowl rings, and honestly, like you've got to take into account the fact that there have been several times where he's not even the highest paid player on the team.
Yeah,
and like Aaron Rodgers is like has to be the highest paid player, and like Tom Brady just wants that money spread around his team so they can win.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just,
if I were to start a franchise, I'd want Tom Brady at the start of a career than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah. That kid just wins, man. Him and Belichick together.
Yep.
Are a freaking supernova. It's crazy. It's nuts. I mean, and if you think about it, though, like, neither one of them have really had anybody around them.
Yeah.
Different reasons. Because the Patriots have tried to, like, get veteran players and stuff, and I don't know. But they tend to bolster their defense, or try to bolster their defense more than they do their offense. Aaron Rodgers just won't allow anybody else to have any money.
Yeah. Hey, do you think there's a champagne out there called Supernova?
Oh, wow. That's a great question.
Like,
that's a great question.
I feel like there would have to be. Sorry,
Emily,
I just thought of that.
Emily, I don't mean to interrupt what you're doing, but could you please look up to see if there's a champagne called Champagne Supernova? Do you not have your phone?
Purse. Emily.
Is it close to me? Can I reach it?
Oh, I can give you my phone.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Here you go.
So close yet so far away. Yeah.
No, but don't, I mean, like,
you know what that
probably
means?
just look up the song, but.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what Champagne Supernova is song-wise, Emily?
Yes.
Okay. Just try to look up like Champagne Supernova 750 ml, because then it would be a bottle size. That might be a good way to find it.
What if like Oasis hired somebody to create a champagne?
I don't know why you couldn't, and why doesn't UB40 have a bottle of red wine? Why doesn't Santana? Oh, Santana does have DVX.
Rich bitch.
What's all the hubbub about? I see you bitches enjoying my sparkling wine.
Oh, shit.
I feel alive for the first time. Oh shit! A horse drunk a butter and fucked a cow.
That's my favorite line.
That's the last line
Yeah, I
too.
know.
It just ends it on that. Boom. I probably
see
nutted
you-
in your mammy.
I see you bitches just been drinking my wine.
See these bitches enjoying my sparkling wine. But be careful, that shit'll get you fucked up, bitch. It's like no other.
I like how many of the words you know, Jesse.
I've listened to that song. Oh boy.
I had to swallow.
That's what she said.
Hey-oh.
I don't even know where we are.
Oh, here's some sad news.
Oh no.
I'm going to bring it down. Christian Kirksey got sent to IR.
Oh no.
He's an Iowa player.
He also lost
Gaines. Is it EJ Gaines?
EJ Gaines.
Or Chris Gaines?
Excuse me, EJ Gaines.
Are you sure it's not Chris Gaines?
Yeah, it's DJ Ward. And then Denzel Ward is injured as well, but not on IR.
Are you sure it's not Chris Gaines?
Yep.
You know who Chris Gaines is?
Name sounds familiar.
He is Garth Brooks' rock alter ego.
That's right. Why do I feel like we've mentioned this before?
I'm sure we've mentioned it before. Don't you know that, like, actually Chris Gaines had a Billboard top song?
I do.
So Garth Brooks somehow manufactured a rock singer and had a Billboard top song with him. But everyone agrees that it was a flop. How could it be a flop when he had a top 100 song?
How's it going, Em? Finding anything?
A cocktail
that's
named
a cocktail that
Champagne
doesn't
Supernova.
count. Can I take this? No? Okay.
So Sam Darnold is in street clothes and he's dealing with a foot problem. He's in a boat. He's not going to play.
Yeah, he's out week 10.
He's playing the Bills. Wow, this is a huge opportunity for the Bills
What?
to win a game.
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, but still, they're going to win a game. I'm sure freaking John McDermott's licking his goddamn chops.
Yeah.
That's another coach that's on the hot seat. Freaking,
I would say
what's his
Bowles
penis?
should be on there.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I meant. I couldn't think of his name right away, but I was talking about the Jets one. Man, I just picked up the Jets D. Because there was no one else. I should have picked up the Bills D. That's a weird sound coming from back there. I don't like it. Raheem Mostert is going to miss the rest of the season because he tried to put his hand on the ground and busted his arm in half. Remember that? Did you see that? Do you remember that?
Did we talk about that?
No, we did not. Didn't it happen just this week?
It did just happen that, yeah.
And that sucked because he had 86 yards. He was having actually a really good game, and then he was so brutal. It looked like it just popped out of the side.
CJ Beathard has lost his starting gig.
Yeah, to freaking Nick Mullins from the
Thank you.
practice squad.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he played or anything about him. All I knew is that he was playing and CJ Beathard was holding the clipboard in full pads. I'm like, are you serious? Does that mean they're going to try to are they going to get rid of him? Beathard?
Think they'll try to trade Beathard in the
I mean,
offseason?
they don't need him. They got Garoppolo, and if they're going to let Mullins be the backup, then why would they need Beathard? He's not playing. Are they just fucking around right now? Maybe that's the case.
I don't know.
There's a retire Nathan Peterman GoFundMe page, and it was created by Bills fans.
I kind of feel bad for him, but I also kind of don't understand. Like, Sean McDermott loves him.
First of all, he shouldn't be an NFL quarterback. He just shouldn't be one. And it's not his fault that they're keeping him. Apparently he's great in practice, or whatever, or in a training cramp. Training cramps. But he's just awful.
Yeah.
And they let go of AJ McCarron so that they could keep Josh Allen and
Who ended
Nathan
up getting
Peterman.
to play because the Niners made them look like a bitch.
Well, Josh Allen is the one who led the charge.
No, but yeah, McCarron played for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Well, they sucked. Oh, God, they're so bad. Yeah, like we said, Nick Mullins went in and won a game with the. Did he win? Did they win that game? The Niners win that game?
Oh yeah.
Who'd they beat?
It was like 34-3.
Yeah,
or
they beat the
7 or
shit out of
something like
somebody.
that. The
Who was
Raiders.
it? Oh yeah. and they were throwing to people. They were throwing to some guy named James I'd never heard of. Like throwing to rookies. Some undrafted free agent was throwing to rookies. It was the weirdest game I've ever seen. It was like watching a college game from a college I've never heard of. That's what it felt like to me. Oh, Sam Bradford got cut.
Yeah. Oh, he has his knee is bone on bone. There's no cartilage or anything in between.
Yeah, well, that happens when you blow that knee out 70 times.
God, that would
like
suck, man.
that's like rest of your life, pain. Yeah, that sucks. And the Vikings lose a compensatory pick because of
a
it.
third round one.
Yeah, that's a big one. That sucked. And whatever. There's this whole article from Ross Tucker saying that the compensatory pick system shouldn't even be there. I couldn't read it though because I'd have to pay money to some stupid site I don't want to. Stupid sites. Holy cow. Is that my gray hair showing up? Oh my god.
No, is it?
Is it? I think it is.
Is it just light?
Oh, God. Kill me. Oh, I know. There's lots of them. It's one of the benefits of keeping your hair short is that you don't see them. But when you let it grow out, you start to realize that you're an old son of a bitch. I saw something interesting on Bleacher Report that said, Chris Johnson's retired. And I go, what? Hasn't Chris Johnson been retired for like 5 years?
No, he played 2 years ago, right? Or last year?
Jamal Charles did.
No, but I thought he played when David Johnson got injured.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? So he didn't.
Last year?
Was that last? It had to have been last year because Chris Johnson has only missed, he missed last year. That's really the only time he's been injured. Yeah, good call. I was thinking he's been gone for a long time, but yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, memory.
Milk, 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 milk.
The steel box, man.
Mm-hmm. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Toast with banana and some cinnamon and sugar on it. So I put the toast, Costco bread, by the way, and butter. And then I put some cinnamon and sugar on it, and then I cut up a banana on it, and I fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah, it sounds made up.
Piece of banana fell on the floor. Bella ate it.
Banana?
Banana.
What do we got? Okay. I feel like since this is the last week for bye weeks.
It is?
Isn't it?
Oh.
Well, it's week 10.
Hmm?
All right, let me look it up. NFL bye weeks. By the way, there's no such thing as Champagne Supernova.
I'm guessing not.
There's a mixed drink, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, I was way wrong. No, oh my god, there's a huge one coming up next week with Buffalo, Miami, New England, the Jets, Cleveland, and San Francisco. Oh god.
All the garbage.
How do they do that? And then
all the garbage teams.
But then get this, week 12 is Kansas City and LA Rams. That's a big one.
Yeah.
For points, anyway. It's like the Patriots division, just a bunch of garbage teams in New England. Buffalo, Miami, Jets, Cleveland, San Francisco, and the Patriots.
Yeah. That is all the worst teams in the NFL. Oh, speaking of the worst teams, the next 5 games, the Cowboys are not going to win a single one.
Oh yeah, what's their schedule?
It's 2 against the Eagles, 1 the Redskins might win that one. 1 is against the Saints.
Oof. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. A good team, a better team.
We have a pretty rough schedule coming up. We have the bye week this week. Then we play the Bears.
Yeah.
Then the Packers. Then the Patriots at New England, by the way. And then the Seahawks at Seattle. And then we play Miami. And then we play at Detroit, and then our last game of the year is Bears at home.
I think I'd rather take that lineup.
I want to look at your total one. I don't know. At the Seahawks and at the Patriots, like two of the two hardest freaking places to play.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind we've already played the Saints and the Rams. Bah. Here we go. We freaking got it. So you play the Eagles, then the Falcons. The Falcons should be better than they are, so you never know what you're going to get. Redskins are leading your division.
Yeah, but they also lost like 2 or 3 offensive line players this week.
This is a Bill Callahan revenge game. Then you play the Saints, which you will lose, and I'm not saying that just because the Saints are the Saints right now.
And
then you play
fucking Des Bryant revenge game.
Then you play the Eagles, but then you finish out with the Colts, the Bucks, and the Giants. I would rather have yours.
Yeah, we get to at least we win the last 3 games.
I would totally rather have your schedule than ours.
We're gonna finish 6-9.
Oh, that makes no sense whatsoever.
6-8.
6-10, or 7
yeah, we'll either finish 6-10 or 7-9.
What are you at right now?
3-5, baby.
Let's just say you won out.
We're not gonna win out.
You could go 11-5.
Won't happen.
You go 10-6. Let's just go ahead and say that you lose to the Saints. You could still beat the Falcons, Eagles twice. They're not all that in a bag of potato chips this year.
No, but the Cowboys are bad. Again. Forever and always.
Well, yeah, and even if they do, what kind of let's just say Garrett doesn't get fired until the end of the season, or the season ends and he's still not fired. I'll just say that. What record do you think it would have to be for him to get fired?
I don't know. Fucking.
What'd you have last year?
We were 8-8. No, we were 9-7 last year.
Oh, it's a winning record.
Yeah.
It just and they're like, hey, there's nothing you could have done last year because the Eagles were too good.
It'd have to be like 5-11 or something, or worse.
The annoying thing about this year is you guys still have a decent team roster wise, right? The Redskins are just winning your division because nobody else wants to take it.
Yeah.
Like, this could be... It's the same thing in the NFC North, honestly. Like, Green Bay should be better.
I don't
the
think
Vikings should be better. And the Bears are just winning because nobody else wants to take it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, the Lions aren't very good. The Packers, I don't think, are very good. The Vikings, there's something not...
They're not
clicking.
They're not clicking, yeah. But I think that now their defense is clicked. And we have a bye week to get everyone healthy again, like Diggs and everyone else. I think when we come back from the bye, it's gonna be a wrecking machine.
Hey, what are we doing on time?
We have about 10 minutes. Do you want to do pick?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Is that juice worth the squeeze? That's a good one. Oh yeah, and this is what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that's what started this whole Alphaline thing. I was gonna not do after week 12. I'm not doing squeezers anymore. First of all of my squeezers have been the same.
What? Him? Him's looking at me.
What you do?
Oh, she says my belt smells.
Ew. Tyrell Williams, Austin Eckler, and Mike Williams, all 3 LA Chargers. D.D. Westbrook, Benjamin Watson, Des Bryant I put on my list.
Yeah, a lot of people have been going to pick him up, but I don't know if I'm going to or care.
I wouldn't personally, but he's out there and he might be a contributor. Maybe not this week, maybe next week. Alex Smith, if you're wanting a F-bomb backup quarterback, since there's people on bye weeks, and I also put Dak Prescott on there for the same reason. Okay, good. And that's that. Yeah, after the bye week, I'm not going to do that anymore because you don't need... Like, I literally have the same 3 people on here every time. Tyrell Williams, Austin Eckler, and Mike Williams. I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed with myself. You want to do games, brah?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do Throwback Walk.
Yeah, say what?
Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you that... the other day and was screaming Skullberry Wine. It's an impact. The kids like it. Oh, Skullberry Wine. So yeah, like I was just telling Nicholas, who likes licorice.
I do love.
Yeah, I like knobs.
What's the nabs? Ooh, what was that?
Knobs?
Nabs? Mama, it was nabs. There we go. That's what I wanted.
What is that? Is that your Mothman?
A Mothman? Yeah.
Is that Tom? Is that Mothman? Otherwise known as his his daily his alter ego Tom Mothman.
Tom Mothman. Hello.
Tom Mothman, attorney at law.
I don't know how Tom Mothman would sound.
He'd be like this. Hello, my name is Tom Mothman.
Does he have this voice like that?
I will be representing
like,
you today.
Someone calls Mothman, like, the knock on the door, and then it's just like, yeah, it's Tom Mothman.
Tom Mothman. Tom Mothman here. Oh, okay. I will see you at 11. I have an appointment at 10:30. Can we move that to 11:30 by any chance? Great. Click. Tom Mothman.
Anyway,
Let's do. Oh yeah. Do we do?
Say
I didn't even
what?
do the thing. Say what I'm willing.
you already played it.
I did not.
I thought you did.
I didn't.
You son of a bitch.
It's playing right now.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, no.
Pick of the week.
See, I played Save It Pick of the Week. I didn't play Save It. No, I said Skullbear Wine. I didn't play Save It Pick of the Week. Oh, anyway, my brother-in-law's sister said that one of her sons was running up the stairs the other week. No, I was telling you that, not the listeners.
Oh,
and he was singing Skullbear Wine as he was running up the stairs. That's a worldwide phenomenon. Okay, what's your Save It Pick of the Week, bitch?
You guys don't let me know if this. I'm gonna go Bengals to upset the Saints.
I did that too. I had that originally, and then I thought that it wasn't because they're like 5-3, but it is because, the Saints are the Saints.
Yeah, and they beat the Rams in their Super Bowl contender.
I'll give it to you. I had the same thing, but I backed off of it. I have Cleveland beating the Falcons, which I think is somewhat valid because, like we said a couple times already, that Atlanta's better than what they're playing right now.
No, they're not as good as they should be.
Right.
Oh yeah, so what you said.
Yeah, same thing, different thing. Carolina versus Pittsburgh. This is our Thursday night football game tomorrow night. It should be a good one.
Yeah, I think Carolina will win.
I have Pittsburgh.
It's a toss-up.
John Connor.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come with me if you want to be named James instead of John.
Dun, 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 dun.
Washington versus Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna pick Tampa.
That's weird. This is wishful thinking.
This could even be.
It could, but I'm picking Washington.
I'm just thinking about the 3 offensive line players that are down.
So is Scherf still there, right? Though? Right?
No.
What?
He tore his pec.
No. Former Iowa player. Sheriff? Not there.
Let me check.
Arizona versus Kansas City.
No, Kansas City.
Yeah. Buffalo versus the Jets.
The Jets, I think.
Yeah, I think that as well. We should have like a reverse say what pick of the week. That's like if you get it wrong, it's like the most obvious one of all time, and if you get it wrong, then you go. It's like a negative point. Not that. Okay. What do we call it? Jacksonville versus Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
That sucks. What about Trent Razorback Williams? Jacksonville versus Indianapolis Colts.
Jacksonville.
I have the Indianapolis Colts. Huh. I don't know why. Detroit versus Chicago. Sometimes I look back at my picks and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Keep it, I guess. Yep. New Orleans versus Cincinnati. You have... Whoa! What? No, I just didn't change that. You have Cincinnati as your say what pick of the week, and I had Cincinnati here, but then I remember that I changed that because it was going to be my say what pick of the week. So I picked New Orleans.
Oh.
New England versus Tennessee.
New England.
Me, I have that as well. Atlanta versus Cleveland. Cleveland is my say what pick of the week.
I'm going to pick Atlanta.
Atlanta. The Chargers versus Oakland.
Chargers.
Yep. Oakland.
It's a really. Isn't it a really garbage Monday Night Football game?
Yes, we'll get to that. You'll see. Seattle versus the Rams.
The Rams.
Yep, a bounce back game. Miami versus Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I have that as well. People are ripping on the Dolphins, and in power rankings they get no respect, even though they still have a winning record. They're like they're the most deceiving team out there because they actually suck real bad.
Yeah. But
they have a winning record somehow because they've been beating bad teams or whatever. Billy. I have Green Bay as well. Dallas versus Philadelphia. Sunday Night Football. Prime time.
I want to pick Philly.
Okay. You want to or you're going to?
I don't want to, but I think I'm going to. There's just no way Dallas wins. Philly coming off a bye in Philly.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, I also have Philadelphia. Here's your Monday night showcase showdown. It is the New York Football Giants versus the San Francisco 49ers. Showcase.
I'm going to pick the Giants.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I have San Francisco because they have Nick Mullins.
Yeah.
He's a dynamo.
I think
he cannot be
back
stopped.
Down to earth.
Probably. Your bye weeks this week are Minnesota, Baltimore, Denver, and Houston.
He's purring.
Mm-hmm. He's got it going on. All right. We did it.
Yay. Hey.
If you guys want to tweet at us any questions or any of that business, you can go to on Twitter. We're at ProFBJuice, hashtag Juice Nation.
Check us out on Facebook. It's pretty much the same thing, just Pro Football Juice.
Yeah, dog. If you could listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes.
Oh yeah, TuneIn Radio,
and Google Play Music.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we have previous episodes and this episode technically are going to be on YouTube shortly. And if you want to watch live every week, we are on twitch.tv/ProFootballJuice, I think. Or just go to twitch.tv and look up Pro Football Juice or something.
Thanks to Arcadian Brewing.
Thanks to Smoky Room Films.
Hey, dog. Thanks to Brett.
Thanks to Emily.
Thanks to Bill here.
Bill. Peace. Didn't
play the song.
No, I didn't. God dang it. Sounds like Aaron Neville.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
We're gonna stop.
Know much,
We're gonna stop this in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna be like, hey, how much longer in the podcast? Are you
but I
gonna be
know
done?
I love you.
Oh, that's what you're doing. That.
That may be.
You know, Aaron Neville does sing one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Oh yeah.
That one. I love his cover of it.
Have you ever seen the Family Guy
Guy one
episode
with-
where he has the Aaron Neville air horn?
Yeah.
I think we've mentioned that on the podcast probably too
Probably.
many times.
Oh.
The best part of waking up.
Remember that? No, you don't remember that. Nobody remembers that. All right, we're out. Deuces. Peace. That was the Folgers in your cup. I don't know. What were you saying before?